YouTube, my name is Shannon and I am doing a January favorites video today because I didn't do a favorites last month and I have a few things that I would like to mention on my channel that I've been enjoying, so I hope you enjoy this video. I sincerely hope you can't hear this, but my neighbor's chickens are clucking obnoxiously and they're right outside my window, so I hope that's not loud enough that it's bothersome during this video because chickens, I'm filming. Okay, so first of all, I actually want to talk about films this month because I don't really talk about them enough on this channel and I love films. So I saw La La Land this month and wow, that movie is amazing. I absolutely loved it. If you don't know this, I love musicals and I love film, and mushing those two things together in La La Land was like the best thing they could have done with that movie. The cinematography was amazing and all the musical numbers and everything just tied in really well and I loved it. So if you haven't seen La La Land, definitely go see it. It's so good. Seriously, I've been listening to the soundtrack so much and it's really, really sweet and I think anyone would enjoy it. Next category is books, and this favorite is probably expected because I did a book review of this book, but my favorite book I read this month was definitely Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Wow, this book is so incredible. It takes you on such a journey and I just love it. It's basically a retelling of Alice in Wonderland and it's about one character in particular, but I don't want to give too much away. But if you want to learn more about this novel and hear my opinions on it because it was amazing, definitely click on the book to see my book review. As far as music this month, besides listening to the soundtrack of La La Land over and over and also listening to Glee music, I have been listening to this playlist that I created on Spotify. If you want to go follow it, I will leave a link below to the playlist. But basically, it's called Mood, and it's a bunch of, I don't know, really emotional songs, I guess, because that's what I was in the mood for this month. But you can click on the link in the description to go listen to that playlist. Okay, TV shows. Can we just talk about Glee? I am insanely shocked that I had never seen Glee before this year because my dad was like, oh, you're too young to watch it, for quite a while, and then I just randomly started watching it this month and I watched the entire first season in 2 weeks. And if you know me, you know that I hate to binge watch things because I just don't enjoy it very much most of the time, and it's really hard for me to find a show that I'll actually want to binge watch like that. But Glee is that show for me. I'm already 5 episodes into the second season and I started watching it yesterday. And I usually don't watch more than 2 episodes in a sitting, but I watch 5 Glee episodes and they're just, that show gets to my heart and I can relate to it, and I also just love music and musicals and everything about it. Just, it makes me so happy. I love Glee. Sorry, the order of this favorites is kind of all over the place. I just kind of wrote down what my favorites are for the month, and this is the order they came to my brain in. So as far as makeup this month, I have been trying to wear makeup more because it does make me feel more presentable, and I just like putting it on, and the whole experience of makeup is really a powerful thing. And so I have been experimenting more and I bought this new product. It's not new, I mean it's new to me, and it is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this is the best mascara I have ever tried. I really, really like it, and I've been wearing it every day this month, and it's just a fave. Like, when I say this is a favorite, I really mean it. I have enjoyed it so much. So I've really struggled with my skin. So as far as skincare goes this month, I decided to go buy a bunch of new skincare products because what I was doing, I had been doing for like 2 years as far as my skincare routine, and it was just my skin was building up a tolerance to the products because I'd been using them for so long and just like repurchasing every time that I ran out. And so I went through like 6 of the Neutrogena grapefruit acne washes, and I was like, okay, I've been using this product for 2 years and it's starting to not work very well anymore. So I went to Target, and they recently added Soap and Glory to their collection that they sell, which is awesome. And I picked up this deep cleansing milk, and wow, this is such an enjoyable product to like put on for one thing because it's really, really soothing, and it's just like, it feels luxurious, which is nice, and I look forward to using it, which makes me more likely to properly wash my face and do my skincare, because that can be hard if it's a product that I don't want to use, but this is one that I definitely enjoy using and have been using for about 2 or 3 weeks this month. Next, I want to talk about YouTubers, and this month I discovered 2 YouTubers that have really like just been my favorite. Like, they are in my favorites video because they are my favorites this month. And those are Dottie James and Lucy Moon. So we'll start with Dottie James. She does a lot of like poetry on her channel, but she also does vlog type videos like this. And I really, really enjoy her creativity and also her ability to speak about important things. And I'd like to start doing more of that on my channel, and she inspires me to do that. So definitely check out Dottie James if you are into poetry or speaking out or just any of the creative outlets that she does. I've also been watching Lucy Moon, who actually has been doing videos almost every day this month, which has been really fun. But I discovered her at the end of December, and I was like, I really like this channel and the way that she makes her videos. Anyway, Lucy Moon is super creative and also just an adorable person. She's really fun to watch, but at the same time she'll talk about important things on her channel as well, which is super important to me, and I'm trying to do more of that on my channel. So she's been an inspiration for me this month as well. Finally, I actually want to talk about hobbies that I have this month that have been my favorite hobbies to do, because I feel like YouTube is a huge hobby in my life, but there are others that I enjoy a lot too, and I think it's fun to share those creative hobbies that I enjoy with you. So the first is actually poetry. I've been writing poetry ever since I started watching Dottie James. I used to write it as a child and in my early teens, especially like in middle school, but I wrote more lyrics than I ever wrote poetry, and now I think I write both almost equally, which is really fun. Poetry has a different rhythm to it, and when I write lyrics, I'm immediately writing the lyrics at the same time as I'm writing a melody. So for me, those things just go together. But when I'm writing poetry, it's purely the words that are conveying the power. And that's different because it doesn't have the music to tell the story in part. So poetry is a little bit different, and I have been enjoying experimenting with that this month. I don't know if I'll do this, but I'm thinking about sharing some poetry on this channel, so let me know if you'd enjoy that. It's a little bit nerve-wracking for me because I've never really shared my poetry before, but I think it might be a fun thing to try. And finally, I want to talk about singing because I started up voice lessons again this month. I took them for about 2 years, I think, and then I stopped for 6 months because I was feeling overwhelmed, and so I decided to take piano and not vocal lessons. But I realized how much I missed voice lessons, and so I decided to end my piano lessons and take voice instead again, and it was one of the best decisions I've made. See, I absolutely love to play the piano, don't get me wrong, but I got to a point where I wasn't really advancing very much and I wasn't enjoying playing the piano as much because I was at the point where I just wanted to improvise most of the time and write my own music or create arrangements on the piano. And I could do that on my own, and so I wasn't really getting much help from my lessons. Therefore, I decided to start taking voice lessons again, and it has been super fun. I really love to sing, and I have a music channel that I post on. I posted like twice this month, which is a lot for me. I might post again, it depends on how quickly I can get a cover together or something, but I've really been enjoying that this month, and I think music just, I've had a recent realization of how important it really is to me, and that I want it to be such a big part of my life. It doesn't necessarily have to be my career, but I definitely want to work more in music and try harder and do better with my music. So that is a big goal that I have this year, and this month has been a great start to working harder with music. If you ever want to see a certain cover or anything, definitely let me know. I love hearing like what people would like to listen to and then singing those songs but putting my own spin on them. So definitely let me know if there's any song you'd like to hear me cover. So those are all my favorites, and this was really chatty and casual, I guess, but I just kind of wanted to talk about these things that I've been enjoying and also just kind of let you guys know what I've been up to and what I'm interested in, I guess, at the moment, outside of just physical products like skincare and makeup, which I did include, but I also wanted to talk about my hobbies and just kind of chat with you. Anyway, I think that is it for this video. I have a lot of homework that I need to get done, and I'm recovering from a cold right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, so I just need to finish up this video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, definitely comment what covers I should do. Anyway, I will see you next week with another new video. Bye!